Hi guys, how are you guys doing today? I am doing very well, thanks for asking. I kind of want to chat today because I had some things on my mind in general. I always get something on my mind, and I don't like to stop my thoughts from running because I think it's healthy, right? So um being a human, I notice things, we all notice things, and you kind of, well, me personally, I'm a people watcher. Like, I will watch and listen to people. If I don't see you, I'm gonna listen to you. And that's just what I like to do. I don't know, I'm like interested in anthropology and like how people are and why, not even why they are the way they are per se, because it's still some things that I personally experience and I do that I'm like, why did I do that? Or like, what are you doing? And yeah, I just have a genuine interest in people and I like to watch them, kind of study them. I don't know, just for entertainment purposes. I mean, I'm not going to do anything with information that I gain. I'm not doing anything crazy. I just really enjoy people. So I know a person who's really offended by a lot of things. I feel like they're like really, really offended. And I'm like, in my head, because it's not my place to say anything because I really don't know this person that well, but I feel like they're always offended by something. And it's just like, man, it's really not that deep, But then I also have to think about the fact that, the person or people that are saying these things, like this person is, I feel like, wanting to be wanted or included in, and basically wants to be liked so bad. And so I'm like, oh, okay, that's why they're offended. Obviously, you sit and listen and you're like, oh, okay, cool. But then you sit and listen to the conversation and you're like, oh, okay, that's why, this person is offended, because they just want to be liked so bad. And I completely get that. I understand it, So with me understanding that, I'm not judgmental. Again, obviously I have to judge the situation to even be able to make this video. To be able to say anything, it's a judgment that comes along with it. But I'm not judging you. I just have a perception. You or anybody. I'm not judging you. I'm not, saying that you're wrong, or whatever. It's just a expectation. Oh, expectation. It's just an observation, rather. So yeah, with me being the person that I am, my immediate thing or thought was, oh, this person needs to love themselves more. And I feel like that's the love. Love is the answer to everything. Numero uno. Numero one. Did I say that right? Anybody that speaks Spanish, did I say it? Okay. Numero uno. If I didn't say that right, anybody that speaks Spanish, please comment below and please correct me. So yeah, my answer to everything is love. Love is the answer to everything. And self-love is one of the most important things of my life, because I walk around loving myself all day. If I'm ugly, if I feel ugly, not even if I'm ugly, if I feel ugly, if I'm not feeling right, I love myself anyway. I will literally write down in a journal, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself, until I really begin to love myself. I kind of like manifest that love. And so like, when it comes to things like that, when it comes to personal issues, I feel like all we can do as people, if we see somebody who has a personal issue, there's only so far that we can go. There's only like a few things that we can do, and I feel like that's a real personal issue. And so it's, unless they ask you for assistance, you can't really assist them. And yeah, so with a person who has self-love issues, there's really nothing for me to say. Well, I'm not going to say there's really nothing for me to say. With a person who has self-love issues, my suggestion would be just to write down everything that you feel like you have a problem with. You know, really be ready to face and be ready to face whatever your fear is, to face your fear within yourself, whatever, because the issue is that when it comes to anything, I promise you, when it comes to anything, people don't want to hurt. People don't want to hurt. But once you start to hurt, you got to understand that it does not, like, it hurt. It really, really hurts. Like, it's bad. But once you go through that hurt, you have to learn to move on from that hurt and to change your thought process. You know? And so that's why I feel like some people will have issues, or some people get so offended. And this is just the surface of it. So you're offended right here. But below that, you really want to be liked so bad. And you want to be liked so bad because you look to other people for gratification. You look for other people to validate you. And, you know, you shouldn't do that, because people will fail you. Men will fail you. And when I say men, or I meant to say man, men will fail you. And of course, when I say man, I mean men and women. They will fail you. We're all just human. We all have our own perceptions, and we need not we need not depend on the opinions of others to love ourselves and to know what's right and wrong for us. We all need to develop a sense of self. And that's the thing. So on that fourth layer, or underneath, the fourth layer is you don't really know yourself. And, you know, it's a really... It's really hard for people to get to that place. Like, even me, if I'm going through something, I may just let it linger for an hour or two, or, like, you know, however long I see fit, because I'm not there yet. I ain't ready to go through the waterworks and go through the hurt and the pain to address what's going on. But best believe I will address it when it needs to be addressed, you know? And I know for some people, y'all understand what I'm saying. And I try not to, you know, if something is bothering me, I like to nip it in the bud. Because I'm the type of person, look, I can't go around walking around all upset, you know, having this bad energy, because that influences my life. You know, the law of attraction is real, okay? I'm not going to be around here upset, walking, da-da-da-da-da, doing this and that. You know, I feel like longest I'm ever mad is for a couple of hours, maybe. And it better be something serious. It really, it's a rarity that I'm actually upset about something. You know, it's a rarity. And when I get upset, I'm actually upset, you know? I'm actually upset. But not for long. I refuse to be upset for anything. Like, I don't even know. I can't remember the last time I was actually upset about something, you know? But that's a whole different, I have a mindset. That's a whole different story. I'm like, I have a certain mindset that allows me to be this way. Because who the fuck wants to be upset? I'm not going to walk around upset for nobody. Not even for myself. If I did something, or something occurred and I made the wrong choice, I accept the fact that it is what it is. And that's so cliche, but that is the perfect situation. That's the perfect term or perfect phrase. It is exactly what it is. And so it is. So yeah, back to people being offended. You know, they look for, or sometimes us, you know, we look to other people for validation, you know. And it's good to want the opinions of others, you know. It's good to want a perception, but everything that you do in your life doesn't require somebody to validate you. You know, trust me, if I look for validation, even people that I, you know, love immensely, you know, I would be very upset. I would be very fucking upset if I lived my life that way. I would be upset because everybody's not going to agree with what you're doing. Everybody doesn't support you. Everybody does not see your vision, most importantly. People don't see it. So when they don't see it, they can't imagine it. They can't visualize it. It's a vision. They don't see it. And I get it. And you should get it too. Everybody's not going to see what you see. Everybody's doing what they have to do for themselves to the best of their abilities, to the best knowledge that they have, to the best capacity that they have. Everybody is not on the same playing field. Everybody does not have the same capacity. Everybody does not live the way that you do, so only you will know what's good for you. And so with that being said, you need to be living like that on each and every aspect of your life. Friendships, personal life, work life, you know, grab as much knowledge as you can. You know, opinions are great. You know, take what you need. I I take into consideration anything that's ever being told to me. But guess what? I also take into consideration who it's coming from, why they say it, or what made them say it, and when was it said. It's just a lot of things that we need to take into consideration when we're really, you know, talking about things. But long story short, you know, I just want people to be mindful, and I want people to love themselves. How do you love yourself? By getting to know yourself. Get to know, like, the things that you naturally like. You could be a whole person, and inside you could just be fucking dying. You can just be dying. You can just